Steve, your host Steve. How you guys doing today? Now this program I'm showing you today, I'm not getting paid for it. It's just a raw video. And we're talking about the American truck driving. Now when I was growing up, my parents and my grandfather drove truck. And back in the old days, they said they made a lot of money. I don't think so, but they said they did. Today, I got my license in 2012. You know, back in the day when I was growing up, I always wanted to be somebody. A fireman, a cop, somebody I can get back to society and be a part of. When I was growing up, my mom always told me, hey, you got to be somebody so you be a part of society. And I knew what that meant. I just wanted to be that person. In 2012, I came to be a truck driver. And I love long haul trucking. And I have done a lot of trucking before. And those trucks I have done was flatbed, heavy haul, dry box, and reefer. And that was my life. And I was pretty young back then. I guess I'm 58 today. I'm March 21st. My birthday's coming up. I'm going to be like 58 years old. I just can't believe I'm already 58. But back in 2012, and this is 2025 where we're speaking right now, in 2012, when I first got my truck driver license, I wanted that American dream where I can go out there and travel in the 48 states and see different people, different cultures, different food, and different places. And it was a beautiful sight. I have seen a lot of great different places. And there's a lot of places I've drove through. I wish I could stop and live right here. And I've seen a lot of awesome people on the 48 states. Very kind, very generous, and very warm people. And beautiful mountains, beautiful scenery, and a lot of long, long roads. And during all those years I've been doing it, I know I worked my butt off. But I just want that American dream. And I always work for somebody else. And maybe I work so hard so they can have a better dream. Me, I was just a truck driver. I didn't make that much money. And I didn't grow in life at all. And I would love to grow in life and have my own fleet, my own truck, and my own authority. But at that time, and the time now, I didn't get that chance. I know when I used to work for Swift Trucking, when they put me with a trainer, you know what they pay me per mile? It was 25 cents. That's right, that quarter in your pocket was 25 cents. And they did that for the first 365 days of my life was working for Swift out of Kingman, Arizona. And that was illegal, but at that time, I did not know that. So I did making 25 cents a mile, and I did that. And after I did that, Swift gave me 32 cents per mile. Now that's not a lot of money. So I worked for them almost about a year, and I just couldn't take it no more. So I left. Today I'm talking about something what I should not be talking about. But it has infected my job and my career and everything in my life. Now I know they say work hard enough and you can get what you want. And I'm that type of guy. I love to work. I'm a working fool. Don't matter what it is, if it's really hard for other people, I take that job too and make sure I completed it. And get it done and pat myself on the back. But today, I'm here trying to renew my Class A license. This is a test to get your license back. Now, I stopped for 2 years because the pandemic and the COVID-19 and all that type of jazz going on, bad weather, no money in trucking, kind of slow, Joe Biden was in office and screwing everything up. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But here, I'm doing air brakes, general knowledge, and combinations. But I did get the air brakes done. So I have my temporary commercial driver license Class A. I still have left general knowledge and combinations. When I get those things done, I will have my hard copy back again. But in the meantime, when I get my hard copy back again, I'm working my ass off every day to pass that test. But I know today, from Joe Biden putting all these illegals, thousands, not thousands, millions of people around the world, all different nations, driving at 80,000 pound rigs out there, are hurting our American people, are killing a lot of people, taking our loads over, and bringing the value down on the American truck drivers. Now, those trucks are meant for us to have a better life, a better career, and buy that house and have that American dream. But at this time, at this moment, that American dream is not here. Okay? So what I'm talking about is this. I'm working my butt off to get these done, to get my hard copy. But in the meantime, I have that temporary permit driver license, like I was talking a little while ago. And I'm out here looking for a job and just can't find one. If it's trucking or towing or something or water trucks, don't matter what it is, I just can't get a job. Why is that? Is that because I don't want to talk about this, but I guess I have to. They're giving illegal drivers, I don't know how, if you can't pass the American written test, even if you got the questions and the answers right there in green, tells you the answer called the cheat sheet. And if you can't pass that, how can you get your Class A commercial driver license? They're giving them to the illegals around the world, here in the United States. And they're giving it for 8 years. What? 8 years they're giving these licenses to these illegal driver license to these illegals. Now, if I go get my driver license right now in California, and they give them to me for 5 years. 5 years. They want to give it to them for 8 years and not bust a bubble in my package. I cannot believe they can give somebody who can't read and cannot pass the test driver license to drive our trucks out there on the 48 states, 80,000 pounds for 8 years, and only give us 5 years. And on top of it, if I'm talking about brown people or Mexicans or Indians or Chinese or Russians or Ukraine or whoever is over here illegal driving our trucks, are killing the American people out here in those highways. Look, when I drive truck out there, I drive a professional, of American who has knowledge, common sense, and safety. And I tell you what, when I get in that truck, I think of two things when I get in that truck. I think of people around me, safety, where I have to kill nobody when I'm on the streets, and get back home being safe. And being safe out there and make sure we feed and deliver to the American people. And get back home safe to my home, my family here. Well, I don't have a family anymore. I'm just by myself. But if I had a chance to get an 18-wheeler from anybody out there who has one in their backyard, don't care about it, they want to give it to me, it runs, just has to be fixed up, hey, I'm that guy. I would love to have a chance to drive my own rig. But I'm telling you right now, I'm making this video because I'm upset. I'm almost about to give up truck driving forever. But I don't want to. I'll be driving when I'm 73 years old and still be driving because that's how much I love driving truck. I would love to have a nice brand new Peterbilt out there in the backyard, all the bells and whistles on it, just to look at it when I retire, not to drive it, just sit there and shine it because it's mine. I'll probably never get that. But that's okay. You know, when I was growing up, I came from a just functional family, an alcoholic family. And I always had to stay home to watch my mom so she won't get, kicked by my dad all the time. And I have 5 brothers and I'm the second youngest. And everyone moved out. It was my chance to watch my mom. But I didn't go to school very much. And I was like 40, 44, 45, 46 years old and didn't know how to read and write at all. And God was in my life since I was little because I needed him to get through what I get through with all the trauma I did in my life with my parents and how I grew up. I remember there was a movie called Home Alone. I don't know if you watch it, you've seen it. Great movie. I love Home Alone. I love Christmas. But I used to walk down LA when I was younger because I was homeless. And I had to get away from my parents because my brother's next. I had the smaller brother before me can watch my mom. I had to move on with my life. But I remember I was walking down to LA, Los Angeles, California, around Christmas time, and watching people in their windows around that dinner table and those Christmas trees and having dinner. And I said to myself, I wish that was my family. All I need in my life is love, understanding, and patience, because I'm a great guy. But today, I am loved by my Jesus Christ, my Savior. Thank you, God, for being with me and never leaving me. And without him, I don't think I can steer that truck anywhere else except for the brick wall. But today, I'm with him. I am happy. I am free. But today, I just need more patience because I'm trying to get back on my feet. And if I can get me a diesel and work on it and get me a trailer and put it on the road and make a different life, maybe I can buy a house later, maybe I can do something. But I have raw footage here. And my footage, I look around on YouTube and see all these bling bling footage and all this perfect footage, and I just can't make that type of footage at all. And that, it's weird. It's like fake stuff. But I love people like Murphy Diesel in Arizona. He have raw footage on his stuff out there. And I love watching Murphy Diesel all the time. I watch it on YouTube on my laptop all night until about 3 in the morning. I fall asleep. I wake back up. I'm trying to find another video of his. No, I'm not obsessed with Murphy Diesel. Well, maybe. But I like Murphy Diesel. I love him. He has a great, look, he's a young guy. He has a beautiful wife and beautiful kids. And he worked his ass off to get where he's at today. And I watch him and I look up at him because he's have a great, kind heart, man. He just bought a brand new truck for one of his coworkers. I thought he was going to do one of his wife's, I believe his wife, brother, but he didn't do it. He bought it for his worker. And it was a cool thing. I watched his videos and, I love love. I love family. And family is what we have today in God in our lives. So if you ain't following me, make sure you subscribe to that channel up there and follow my raw videos, if you want to call them. Because I care about you and I care about what you're doing today in your videos. You follow me and I'm following you. And I will subscribe to your channel like you subscribe to mine. No, I don't have no merch, but maybe one of these days I will get some merch and put it out there where you guys can be a part of too. But my life was unfunctional. It was crazy. I don't know how I did it, but I got me a motorhome and I copied everything on here, word by word, one word by one word, and copied on paper over and over and over. And that 3 months of my motorhome, I was like, I can read what I was writing. No, I can't write very good, but I sure can read. And, I read and comprehend what I was reading, and God gave me a chance to go down and get my Class A commercial driver license to be a truck driver. And because I come from nothing, I didn't know how to spell Morrow. Okay, and I had a chance. God opened those doors. I got my truck driver license, and I moved on. And here I am today, doing a great thing today with myself and for the American people. And I'm still trying. I'm still doing it. Yeah, I don't read everything, but I do read enough to pass my Class A commercial driver license again today. It's a beautiful thing, but I would never give up. And I would never change anything about me from all the bad things and all the good things and everything in between, all the difference. Because, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm healthy, and I'm very strong. And I'm good looking from the neck down, just need to facelift from the neck up. But if you guys watching, thank you guys for watching my videos, all my videos. Maybe you do have some, maybe you don't like some. You know, I'm not I'm not into Trump. I'm not into Joe Biden. I'm not into the system. I'm into the American system. I'm here for the American people to have a beautiful family, support, and love this country. And I raise my flag every day for the guys who doesn't come home from the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines, and all the special forces out there. I raise that flag for them every day in my house to have respect for them. And I want to thank you guys for saving your time and watching my video today. If you last this long, I'm doing good. If you just cut me off a long time ago, maybe you don't need to be watching my videos. But hey, if you need a tow-in out there, call Murphy Diesel out of Arizona. He'll come out here 200 miles to pick you up and get you out of your if you're stuck in the mountains or you're stuck in the desert, if you're stuck on the side of the freeway, call that truck towing company, Murphy Diesel. Sorry, I kind of studied a little bit, but I'm trying to make my video and everything good. He has this beard like this wide, man, and this big. I wish I could grow something like that. But, you know, my hat's off to him, Murphy Diesel. And you guys have a very good Christmas out there. Well, Christmas is already over. Going to have a new year coming up, 2026, and I'm looking forward for that. I'm looking forward to get my license and start all over again. And you know what? All my friends and all the people, everybody I know all my life, they're all messed up in the mind, man. If it's drugs or alcohol, they give up in life. They gave up. I always told myself, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to do that drug. I'm not going to do that alcohol. I smoked a lot of cigarettes in my life, but I kind of quit that too. But I do Longhorn. Oh yeah, Cowboy Longhorn. Chew that, but I tell you what, I quit everything, man. I don't smoke cigarettes no more. But everybody gives up in life, man. And life is so beautiful. Go look in the stars, smell the air, look at yourself. Respect yourself, love yourself, and like yourself. And if you can't do that, the first thing I would tell all my friends and folks out there is forgive. Forgive yourself what you've done to yourself and what you've done to others. Well, I didn't do anything. Bruh, forgive you before you forgive anybody else. How can he cleanse you if you can't cleanse anybody else? So, have God in your life. If you don't believe in a higher power, try to go stop that wave in the ocean. You know, whatever. There's a higher power out there. And it loves you. I love you. And I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. And I want to say, you guys, take care. Peace!